What's up everyone, Darcblade here with an information video regarding this week's limited bounties and event quests in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. This covers both PC and console versions of the game and is for the week starting the 14th of February 2020. Now the Grand Appreciation Fest has come to an end, and as a result we are no longer getting daily limited bounties, nor do we have access to the majority of event quests. But despite that, there's still a fair few things to do this week. But before we get into the limited bounties and event quests, a few reminders and bits of information. First of all, on console, there was a problem during the start of the Grand Appreciation Fest where players would not receive appreciation tickets. As a result, Capcom have given console players the Astera Fest Daily Bonus Compensation Set. This gives players 12 appreciation tickets, 30 appreciation fireworks, and 10 gourmet vouchers. This is to make up for a bug that was occurring where you wouldn't be able to claim the appreciation tickets during your login bonus. So I can imagine PC players getting something similar to compensate for the errors they were getting regarding not being able to access the event quests for the past few days. But that's something to come. Also a reminder for both systems, the Steamworks Overdrive bonus has been updated so you can get a Celestial Wyverian print for taking part in the minigame at least once this week. But let's move on to talk about the limited bounties and event quests we have. First of all, for console. Console players have 6 limited bounties. First is a General Ancient Forest limited bounty to clear 2 quests in this specific location. It can be at any rank, and for doing so you'll get research points and some armor spheres. Next is an ecology survey to hunt bird wyvern. We have to hunt 2 of them, and once again it can be at any rank, and for doing so you'll get research points, some armor sphere plus, and a still Wyverian print. Next is an ecology survey to slay elder dragons. We have to hunt down 2 elder dragons at either high or master rank, and for doing so you'll get research points, some hard armor spheres, a gold Wyverian print that can be exchanged for monster gems at the Elder Melder, and a golden egg that can be sold for Zenny. This is also the last limited bounty you have access to if you haven't upgraded to Iceborne yet. But if you have, you'll also have an ecology survey to hunt fanged wyvern. We have to hunt 2 of these at master rank, and for doing so you'll get research points, some heavy armor spheres, and a silver egg. Next is an ecology survey to hunt Garuga. We have to hunt 1 of these bird wyvern at master rank, and for doing so you'll get research points, some king armor spheres, and a golden egg. And then finally is the general limited bounty to complete all of today's other limited bounties, and for doing so you'll receive research points and a celestial Wyverian print that can be exchanged for various monster mantles at the Elder Melder. So those are all the limited bounties we have on console this week. Not the most difficult bunch unless you haven't got to the Guiding Lands yet, and quite a few of them line up, namely the Ancient Forest, Bird Wyvern, and Garuga limited bounties. But these aren't daily limited bounties, so there's no rush to get them done quickly. But anyway, let's move on to talk about the event quests. Now we're going back to the same video format we did before the Grand Appreciation Fest started, so I'll go into detail over the Master Rank event quests, whilst just simply listing off the low and high rank event quests later on. The reason I don't go into detail about the low and high rank quests is because there is a dedicated video elsewhere on the channel going into detail about all the high and low rank event quests, so check that out if you want more information. But anyway, let's move on to the Master Rank event quests. First of all is the Lords of the Underworld Beckon, a 1-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 1 or higher. This has players collecting and delivering 20 underground fruit from the Rotten Vale. Nothing too special about the rewards from this quest, it's just a nice easy farming quest. Anyway, next is the Hunter Blunderer, a 2-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 4 or higher. This has players taking on a Viper Tobukadachi and Radaban in the special arena. Again, nothing too special about rewards from this quest except for bonus Hunter Rank and Master Rank points. Next is a Sky of Sea and Fire, a 3-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 7 or higher. This has players taking on a Rathalos and Lavasioth in the Elder's Recess. And for completing this quest, again you'll get bonus Hunter Rank and Master Rank points, but it's also a nice way to farm materials from these monsters. Next is Soaked and Shivering, a 3-star Master Rank quest that again requires hunters to be Master Rank 7 or higher. This has players taking on a Coral Puke and Legiana in the Coral Highlands. And for completing this quest, once again you'll get bonus Hunter Rank and Master Rank points. Next is Servants of the Vale, a 4-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 16 or higher. This has players taking on an Ebony Dogoron and Acidic Glavenus in the Rotten Vale. Once again, for completing it you'll get bonus Hunter Rank and Master Rank points, and of course this is always a good quest to take on if you want Ebony Dogoron or Acidic Glavenus parts. Next is In the Depths of the Forest, a 4-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 14 or higher. This has players taking on a Azure Rathalos and Volgor Anjanath in the Ancient Forest. And once again you'll get bonus Hunter Rank and Master Rank points as your reward, and it's also a decent quest if you require monster slug bones. Anyway, next is Talk About a Party Foul, a 5-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 19 or higher. This has players taking on a Seethen Basiljuice in the arena, and for completing this quest you'll get quite a few armor spheres as your reward. These of course can be used to upgrade your armor. Anyway, next is I Am Tranquil, I Am Sound, a 6-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 24 or higher. This has players taking on a Yang Garuga in the Ancient Forest. And on top of that, this is also a good quest to take on if you haven't accessed Yang Garuga yet through leveling up the Ancient Forest area of the Guiding Lands. This is also a good event quest to take on for some of this week's limited bounties. Anyway, next is a Roar That Splinters the Sky, a 6-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 70 or higher. This has players taking on a Brute Tigrex in the Elder's Recess, and for completing this quest, again bonus hunter rank and master rank points, but just like the quest before this is a way to access Brute Tigrex without having to at first level up the Rottenvale area of your Guiding Lands. Anyway, next is Razzled, Frazzled and Dazzled, a 6-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 24 or higher. This has players taking on a Rajang in the Wildspire Waste. Nothing too special about rewards from this quest except for Rajang material. And last, but new, is Yodeling in the Forest, a 6-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 24 or higher. This has players taking on a lot of the monsters associated with the Ancient Forest, which includes Anjanath, Nagakuga, Rathalos, Yang Garuga and Rajang. And for taking this quest on, there's an increased chance at finding these monsters at the small or large gold crown size. So as you can see, the event quests that are named after various musical aspects is returning, allowing us to farm more gold crowns. Over the next few weeks we'll be receiving more of these quests, but for different locations. Like for example, next week we'll be getting one in the Wildspire Waste, the week after that Coral Highlands, so on and so forth. But that's about it for the master rank event quests on console. Let's quickly list off the low and high rank ones. First of all is the Fury of El Dorado. This is the Arch-Tempered Corvator of Siege. This is going on at the moment. You'll also have access to a visitor from Eorzea Extreme, which is Extreme Behemoth, part of the collaboration event with Final Fantasy XIV. You'll have Contract Woodland Spirits, which is part of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt collaboration event with Monster Hunter World. You have the Poison Posse, Rolling with Uragan, Rock'n'Roll Recess, This Is How Revolts Start, and Like a Moth to the Flame, which is Arch-Tempered Xeno'jiiva. But that's about it for all the activities on console. Let's move over to talk about the PC version of Monster Hunter World Iceborne. PC hunters have access to 6 limited bounties. First is a Field Research Event limited bounty to complete 3 event quests. They can be done at any rank, and for doing so you'll get research points and some armor spheres. Next is a General Ancient Forest limited bounty to clear 2 quests in this location, and once again it can be at any rank, and for doing so you'll get research points, an armor sphere plus, and a first Wyverian imprint. Next is a General 8-star rank or higher limited bounty to complete 2 quests at this specific rank or higher. To be honest, just taking on master rank quests will easily complete this, and for doing so you'll get research points, some hard armor spheres, a gold Wyverian print that can be exchanged for various monster gems at the Elder Melder, and a golden egg that can be sold for Zenny. This is also the last limited bounty you have access to if you haven't upgraded to Iceborne yet, but if you have, you also have an ecology survey to hunt Folgor Anjanath. We have to hunt one of these brute wyvern at master rank, and for doing so you'll get research points, some heavy armor spheres and a silver egg. Next is an ecology survey to hunt Brute Tigrex. We have to hunt one of these flying wyvern at master rank, and for doing so you'll get research points, some heavy armor spheres and a silver egg. And then finally is the general limited bounty to complete all of this week's other limited bounties, and for doing so you'll get research points and a celestial Wyverian print that can be exchanged for various monster mantles at the Elder Melder. So those are all the limited bounties we have access to on PC this week. Again, not the most difficult bunch unless you haven't got to master rank 70, and thus gain access to Brute Tigrex. But what about the various event quests? Now, just like the console version, I'll go into details about the master rank event quests PC players have, and then just list off the high and low ranked ones. So first of all, for the master rank quest, we have Lord of the Underworld Beckons, a 1-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 1 or higher. This has players collecting and delivering 20 underground fruit from the Rottenvale. Nothing too special about rewards from this one. Next is the Hunter Blunderer, a 2-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 4 or higher. This has players taking on a Radaban and Viper Topikadachi in the special arena. And for completing this quest you'll get bonus hunter rank and master rank points, and this is also a good quest to consider taking on if you need monster tough bones. Next is Every Hunter's Dream 2, a 2-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 6 or higher. This has players capturing, not killing, a Coral Puke in the Coral Highlands. And for completing this quest you'll get material to craft the Wiggler Set Alpha for your Palico. Next is the Sky of Sea and Fire, a 3-star master rank quest that requires hunters to be master rank 7 or higher. This has players taking on a Lavasioth and Rathalos in the Elder's Recess. Once again, for completing it you'll get bonus hunter rank and master rank points. Next is Soaked and Shivering, a 3-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 7 or higher. This has players taking on a Coral Puke Puke and Legiana in the Coral Highlands, and once again bonus Hunter Rank and Master Rank points as your reward. Next is Every Hunter's Dream Free, a 3-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 9 or higher. This has players taking on a Nightshade Paolumu and Naga Kuga in the arena, and for completing this quest you'll get materials to craft the Black Eagle Charge Blade as well as its upgrade, as well as upgrade the Wyvern Ignition Greatsword. Anyway, next is Servants of the Veil, a 4-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 16 or higher. This has players taking on an Ebony Dogoron and Acidic Lavinus in the Rotten Veil. Nothing too special about rewards except for bonus Hunter Rank and Master Rank points. Next is In the Depths of the Forest, a 4-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 14 or higher. This has players taking on a Azure Rathalos and Volkor Anjanath in the Ancient Forest. Once again bonus Hunter Rank and Master Rank points as your reward. Next is Talk About a Pythal, a 5-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 19 or higher. This has players taking on a Seethen Basiljuice in the Special Arena, and for completing this quest you'll get quite a few armor spheres as your reward that can be used to upgrade your armor. Next is RE, Return of the Bioweapon. This is a 5-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 20 or higher. This requires players to slay a Black Veil Valhazak in the Rotten Veil. Now this is part of the Raccoon City or Resident Evil collaboration event with Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and for completing this event quest you'll get stars, badges that can be used to craft the Leon and Claire full alpha sets, as well as various pendants and such. Anyway, next is I Am Tranquil, I Am Sound, a 6-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 24 or higher. This has players taking on a Young Garuga in the Ancient Forest. Again, bonus Hunter Rank points for completing this quest, and it's a way to access Young Garuga without actually having to upgrade the Ancient Forest area of your Guiding Lands. And finally is a Roar That Splinters the Sky, a 6-star Master Rank quest that requires hunters to be Master Rank 70 or higher. This has players taking on a Brute Tigrex in the Elder's Recess. Again, much like the previous quest, it's a way to access Brute Tigrex without having to have first leveled up the Rotten Veil area of your Guiding Lands. So those are all the Master Rank quests we have on PC this week. As you can see, apart from a few of them, a lot of them are starting to line up with console, so maybe this is one step closer to both systems finally lining up with one another. But anyway, let's quickly list off the high and low rank event quests. First of all, they have a visitor from Eorzea Extreme, which is part of the Final Fantasy collaboration event with Monster Hunter World. This has players taking on Extreme Behemoth. They also have Contract Woodland Spirits, which is part of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt collaboration event with Monster Hunter World. They also have the Poison Posse, Rolling with the Uragon, Rock and Roll Recess, This Is How Revolts Start, and Like a Moth to the Flame, which is Arch-Tempered Xeno'jiiva. But that's about it for the event quests on PC, and about it for all the activities we have this week. Now, one thing I should note before I go, it seems that on the 28th of February, PC players will be getting a seasonal event. Not console players, PC players. I believe this is going to be the Holiday Joy Fest, which console have already had, so that's something to look forward to. And as always, I'll bring you more information when it comes to light. But that's about it for this week. What are your thoughts on the activities we have? Leave a comment down below, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you an information video regarding this week's limited bounties and event quests in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.